Alright, hello everybody, let's do this. Welcome to another live stream. Just gonna check the sound a second. Alright, hello everybody, let's do this. Welcome to another live stream. Just gonna check the sound a second. Okay, let's try that again. Hey there. Let's put this sound. Alright, I'm tired of this. We need to resolve the sound. Right, one more attempt. 1, 2, 3, testing. Okay, so from my headphones, this doesn't sound too bad. So I think we can get started. All right, let's do this. So let's get the editor out. So first of all, there's been a new DuckDB pre-release of their version 1.3, which introduces the duckdb.sql expression, which should give us everything we need to support all of the operations we need in Narwhals for DuckDB, which is fairly exciting. So we're going to see how far we can get with that. Yes, as it sounds like last week, so just as bad as last week. Let's see what, if anything, we can do. Okay, so where were we? Screen should be visible. And I just tried opening APR with a refactor, which we might need. And I saw that MyPy was failing. Let's just try to fix that up, and then we can get into this new material. Right, here we are. Why is there a MyPy failure? And why? Oh, I didn't get this locally because I don't have PySpark installed locally. So Expra 5 6. Is there a shortcut to minimize the browser? Press the 11th key, F11. No, minimize. doesn't matter. I'll just have to minimize and see if I can remember, because that's the issue I have with switching between screens. Alright, here we are. So we need to take a look at line 526 from the Spark-like Extra. So here we are, 526. And oh, here, I mean, VS Code is flagging this as well, but PyWrite and MyPy aren't. Right, so this one expects a sequence. Oh, window function. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, PyWrite fails locally as well. Never mind, I probably did a commit with --no verify. Yeah, so in the window function, we might be able to just keep it like this. So in Spark typing, we need to change the type annotation. So instead of partition by being a sequence of string, it can be a sequence of strings or column. Right, let's see if now this satisfies PyWrite. Yeah, let's see what happens. No, not satisfying it at all. The two big errors. Sequence string column must be assigned to end of. Here we need the column as well. And we probably need to do that in to we really need this. Just gonna check something. So what if we just remove this completely? Let's try just removing the lit. What's going on? Right, just another random attempt. Let's see if this makes any difference. Not really. Okay, one more. What about this? It's still really distorted. Maybe I just need to lower the volume. Let's keep trying so we can resolve this. Okay, maybe this sounds a bit better. Let's keep trying. Okay, debug, 1, 2, 3. Oh. Okay, from my end, this seems a lot cleaner, lower volume, but at least cleaner. But that should be fine. I'm going to continue like this unless there's complaints. So let's simplify and sort out the side. Lower volume. Yeah, it's a lower volume, but is it still understandable? And like, is it a good trade-off, or is it better if it's higher? Yes, not cleaner. Oh dear. Low and muddy. And make it high and muddy, I guess. Okay, just push. Okay. Let's... High and muddy is better. All right, then let's do that. So we'll just push this. Let's see what this does to CI, if anything. Okay, I've got a suspicion that if I raise the volume in OBS but not on the mic, it sounds more robotic. Anyway, hopefully this is good enough at least. So the idea with this PR is for compliant data frames to have a method called with metadata. We track the metadata at the Narwhals level, and we can then pass this metadata down at the compliant level. And then, based on that metadata, we can make some decisions about like when to broadcast, how to broadcast, what columns to include or exclude in group bys. Whereas before we had to pass this kind argument in over, and now we just call with metadata in the appropriate place. So an example of that is here in over. Rather than passing in kind equals self.metadata kind, we first do with metadata self.metadata, and then we just call over as normal. So this seems to work, at least it does what I was expecting it to do. Let's remove this. Let's reduce diff. Also, I don't know if people saw this. The left scikit-learn are getting a bit more serious about Narwhals support, but they've got a nice issue open about it. I'm not holding my breath because they seem to make a decision every 2 months. But, well, I think it's good for us, good for our visibility if this is being discussed and if maybe it could happen. So let's see what happens. So reduce diff, yeah, let's push. See if this does indeed reduce the diff. Then I'm sure that some contributors might have something to say, so I'm just going to leave it open. See if they have comments. And yeah, if they don't, we can move on to something else. Yeah, it looks fine. Yeah, I've got a suspicion that Dan can refactor this and make it better. So maybe let's just tag Dan. I suspect. And have good reason to believe that you can probably think of a better way to do this, in which case feel free to add a commit to do so. Right, okay, yeah, let's move on to DuckDB then, cool. Let's go to the main branch. First thing we do before starting any new feature work, so git pull. Let's make sure that we're up to date with the main branch. And I'm going to make a new branch called DuckDB over. And first things first, I'm going to try to install the new DuckDB pre-release, which we can do with --pre, and then DuckDB. Here we go. Yes, looks like it's actually downloaded now. Let's check that it's got the method I'm hoping to have, which is SQL expression. Yes, we've got it. Awesome. And what we're going to do is we're going to open up DuckDB and Spark side by side. Def broadcast. And if it's an aggregation, we should now be able to support it. I don't see why not. So yeah, if it's an aggregation, then we're going to return Yeah, we need to make a function. Actually, I guess we could rewrite this slightly differently in this back case as well. So we could say like if kind is kind.literal return self, and otherwise return this. Let's just double check that this logic passes. So let's run PyTest with SQL frame. Right, looks like it all passes. So a couple of more things I wanted to do. Right, well, yeah, it all passes. So yeah, let's try to do this something similar to this in DuckDB. So if it's a literal, we just leave it as it is, and otherwise, then I have to make our function. So function okay, otherwise it's going to be a function which takes a DuckDB dataframe and returns a sequence of DuckDB expressions. And what it's going to do is going to return SQL expression. This is dirty. Okay. So we're just going to make a SQL string that we're going to pass in result or result in self. Yeah. I think we need to put this inside a list. Get a list comprehension. Right now. Sorry, too many list comprehensions. Here we are. Okay, this is our function, and then we're gonna return. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the same thing we were doing there. Class function. Gonna preserve everything. Preserve self function name, self.evaluate names, and yeah, positional arguments of the root of all events. So let's pass these in by name. Evaluate output names, alias output names, and then backend version. And I don't think we need to pass in implementation. Let's see if we're missing anything. Don't think we are. Is this actually going to work? No way, right? Okay, let's see. If this goes well, we're going to get a bunch of X fails. If it goes badly, then everything passes. So this is one of those cases when I want the tests to fail. Lol, everything passed. Not exactly what I wanted. I'm sure we can do better though. Let's figure this out. By going into over test, over single. Let's just run a single one and see what happens. Oh wait, what's this? Not implemented. Over is not implemented for DuckDB. Who said it's not implemented for DuckDB? Here it is. Over, not implemented. Ha! Get it. Let's remove it. Okay, wait, no, sorry. Over is still not implemented. Which one do I want to run? Sorry, it's the binary. These ones here. Structures equals structure. I think this is the one. These are the ones where we've got the broadcasting. What are the broadcasting tests? Left to right broadcasting. Here it is. And let's remove the X file and see why it fails. Okay, DuckDB is not defined. That's the easiest kind of fix. Whoa, it passes now. No way. Let's now rerun all of the tests with DuckDB, and let's see if we get any more X files. So just checking that I've got everything that I want and nothing more than that. Oh right, yeah, the select. So of the ones that failed, why did these fail? Okay, over is not implemented. XPass strict, no way. Okay, let's see how far we can get. So some horizontal. Let's remove that one. We can use, yeah, we can use --rf to re-execute the last failed tests. So now, okay, 3 have passed. Let's see if we can get any further reduction test. Okay, over test. We've not implemented over yet, so we can keep that one as X failed. Okay. Whoa, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 X fails. Beautiful stuff. Wow, so now this is supported across all backends. Wow, there's a lot of things we can remove. Nice. What about that one? There is, like, deleting code in general is satisfying, but deleting code because of X fails is just a whole other level. Art emoji, yeah. So now do they all pass? Okay. Let's take a look at over then. Right, beautiful stuff. Let's close the editors. Let's just get the duck and the Spark open. So extra.py from Spark. And let's take a look at over, which here we've put just before is null. Let's put it in the same place, just to keep it easy to find. Over. Okay, just gonna copy over the definition, nothing too exciting. So order by takes a sequence of strings or none, and this returns self. So now for the implementation. So we need to have a window function. Let's start with that. Here we can say self.window function. For now it's just going to be none. We'll deal with setting it properly later. Then we need to update the definitions from the Spark ones to the DuckDB ones. And we don't need to pass implementation, that's easy. Then so here we're going to say extra over partition by the join partition by. Let's see if this works. I don't like writing raw SQL strings like these, but DuckDB doesn't yet have window expression supported in its Python API, so for now, this is what we're stuck with. So let's start with going there in overtest. So the ones without a window function. I think I'm missing a closed bracket here. Okay. Why aren't we getting any X files? Let's see. Over is not implemented, right? Now is when we can remove that. Passed. So does this mean if we run the rest of the test, we're going to get some X file? Yes. 2 failures, both of them are X fails. Okay, we can remove that. Oh, wait, we need to keep request because Modin is bugged. They did actually recently close a bug which I'd reported to them. For some time I was wondering whether Modin was still alive, but then they did fix a bug that I'd reported, so I guess development might have slowed down, but it looks like the project is certainly still active. which is nice to see. Yeah, look at that. Let's just commit before we accidentally lose everything. Best commit message in the world, WIP, which was also the first ever commit in Narwhals. I think we can see that if we type git log reverse. Yeah, this was the first ever commit. February 14th, 2024. Wait. Oh, getting there. I think I was getting there. You can see here when I was starting to get excited that maybe Narwhals was a workable idea. Holy shit, it works. So fun to look through these again. It gets simpler getting there. Some rough edges. Yeah. Better typing will help your mental model. Yeah, if I'd known that the project would actually get a bit of traction down the line, I might have written some better commit messages. But oh well, this is what we're stuck with. So let's see if we can get authentic here. I think we did do something for Valentine's Day that year, but not at lunchtime, evidently. Cool, so I think maybe, just maybe, does this mean we can support the cumulative sum as well? Let's see. So let's get out the Spark one and the DuckDB one for reference. So cumulative sum, and yeah, let's put it just before fill null. No particular reason, just so it's in the same place as it is in Spark. Then instead of column, this is going to be duckdb.expression, and the return type is going to be the same. Yeah. Okay. This is where things get a bit complicated, but we can do it. We're not giving up. But first, I think we are going to have to take a little break. And I'll be back in not too long. Oh, right, it just wrote, will we have Pomodoro plus Serenade? Okay, sure. Right, let's get back to it. Excellent. Thank you. Very kind of you. So that was the Irish bouzouki, which is an instrument I've picked up recently. Still not very good at it, but yeah, getting there. Yeah, quite enjoying learning how to play it. But let's get back to it, because we've got some tests to un-X-fail. So the way we're going to do this is... how are we going to do this? So this is going to be duckdb.sql expression. Gosh, this is going to be bad, but we need to do it. So sum input over partition by Marco moving to Ireland soon, yeah. True story. So partition by dot join partition by. So that's a start. Then we need to say order by. And this is where we can probably reuse that logic. Oh yeah, and then rows between. Order by, yeah, let's just put here. Order by SQL. And then rows between and bounded preceding and row. Right, order by columns. So order by squeal is going to be x descending models last. For x in order by. Or it's going to be ascending with nulls first. We can get rid of this window. Okay, I think that's everything. We need a with window function. Let's see what that looks like. Def with window function. Let's put it just after this from call. So window function, that's something we can import. Yeah, for now it's in Spark, which is not the best place to put it, but for now it'll just come from there. We don't need an implementation. It should be all we need. Easy. But somehow... Ooh, yeah, no, it needs to be its own one. So typing... Do we not have duckdb.typing? Maybe not. No, okay, well, let's make it. And we're going to copy over the Spark one. Except that the input is going to be a duckdb expression, and so is the output. Yeah, it's everything. It's all we need. Then from the input, we can say from typing input, what was it? Window, yeah, not this Spark one, the window. So now no more. Okay, no more red squiggly lines. Ooh, wonderful. Let's try running this. See if we get any X fails. No! Oh, I wanted some red. Why didn't we get any red? Let's take a look at the first one. So, Cumson grouped. Let's go for the ungrouped one, because that's a bit simpler. So if we remove the X fail, take a look at the error message. Oh, Cumson not implemented. Oh, right. That would be a big part of it. And now, order. Sorry, reading the order, I'm reminded of discussions in British Parliament where there's what's the name of his role? The one who just always screams, order! Good times. Yeah, this is one frustration I have with SQL. It's very difficult to get the syntax right. So partition by does this need to be bracketed? Might need to be bracketed. Oh, yes. Okay, we're gonna have to put a breakpoint in because I cannot understand what I'm writing. So sum A over partition by nothing. Oh, yeah, this would be an issue, wouldn't it? Order by. Why is this in a list? This not showing. Maybe we don't need the square brackets either. All right, same thing here. Okay, let's take a look now. Okay, we've got a red. Hopefully it's an X fail. No, of course it isn't. Why? Yeah, what's the issue? Let's see. What is the issue? So sum A over partition by nothing, order by B descending, nulls last. How do we do sorting in DuckDB? I thought we had this nulls last there. Let's take a look. This, yeah, descending is just desk, and then nulls last or nulls first. This looks right. Is the partition by not correct? But then gonna do from rel select sum B over partition by A order by I. Yeah, this is fine. What if we have partition by nothing? Ah! If we don't, we're not allowed to just pass an empty partition. We need to remove it completely. Like this. Let's see if that works. Yes. So in the chat, I think you said you don't like to use the F. Oh, right, sure, thanks. So No, I love strings. What I don't particularly like is supporting DuckDB by writing pure SQL in these SQL expressions. I prefer it if DuckDB's Python API was developed enough that we could just call methods from their Python API. They make all of these SQL strings themselves. But yeah, see, otherwise we need to do all of these putting strings together ourselves. It's a bit tricky. Not terrible, but it's not my favorite solution in the world. I think it's just very easy to get wrong if we have to make strings ourselves by hand. It's just that, really. So the partition by we should do here as well, probably. So if partition by, then partition by SQL is going to be this. Going to be, yeah. And again, in here, we're going to have to quote the strings. Missing a closing quote. Else partition by SQL is going to be just empty string. Let's also put the brackets here, actually. I'm going to complain that I'm using this instead of an F string, but okay, open bracket, close bracket. Let's do the same here. So then it's going to be over partition by SQL. And then wait, we can have that in here, right? Let's have that in here. Partition by open bracket with everything. And let's do the same with order by. Cool, so we've got partition by SQL, order by SQL, and then the rows between unbounded preceding and current row. Right, let's see what this does. Syntax error near desk. We can probably remove this bracket. Oh wait, no, we need this bracket. We need one bracket around everything. Yeah. So syntax error near ascending. Okay, let's take a look at why. Let's put a breakpoint here to see what this SQL string looks like. So sum A over order by B descending nulls last, rows between unbounded preceding and current row. Oh, it looks like it should be fine to me. But Evidently not. Let's try to just copy and paste this in. So, yeah, that's the thing with writing these raw SQL strings. Like the error messages are just often incomprehensible. It's literally just syntax error near bracket. Like, okay, great. What am I supposed to do about that? Yeah. Order by... What if... Okay, hypothesis testing. Can we... What if we remove the quotes? No, it wasn't the quotes. Is it the nulls last? Let's try removing that. No. Is it the desk? All right, we've got something working. Now let's try gradually inserting things back in. So if we say order by B descending, no, they don't like that. What is the syntax? Yeah, good comment from Dan, actually. So, the SQL window function order by descending. Surely this is possible. Over, yeah. Partition by, order by sales. Yeah, looks like we should be able to have ask and desk. Do we have a concrete example? No. Yeah, this looks like it should work. Order by ID desk. Are the brackets the problem? No. But then how do you order by multiple columns? Like, does it work to say, like, by B desk, I ask? Yes. Oh, you don't need brackets around it. So in fact, the brackets are in fact a mistake. You should not use them. And probably neither in the partition by them. Okay, let's see if this fixes it. Or rather, let's see what error we get now. What? Whoa, look at that. This is music to my ears. 6 X fails. Oh, yeah. Amazing. It's all coming together, folks. It's coming together. Gosh. Spent a while working up to this, and it looks like it's finally working. All green. Wonderful. On the downside, for anyone who's looking to contribute to the issue about implementing rolling mean and all of the others, this might mean that now you need to do it for DuckDB as well. Sorry. But on the plus side, it should be fairly similar to what we'll be adding today. So it should be just a matter of copy and pasting it and maybe slightly changing the rows between part. Incompatible. Oh, right, yeah, we need to type window function. Window function or none. More work, so sorry. But I think it's interesting work. I think it gives you a chance to really learn window functions well. And that can only be a good thing. SQL is everywhere. I don't think it's anyone's favorite way of writing data processing. I don't think anyone's favorite language is SQL. Maybe some people. I think most people would prefer dataframe APIs, but SQL is just everywhere and ubiquitous in the industry and used by not just data scientists, but like I think data engineers are probably more likely to be familiar with SQL than they are with pandas or pandas. So yeah, for real world industry work, I think it's a good skill to have. And what I think we can also enable here is to get Narwhals to write the SQL for you. Like if you don't know how to write a cumulative sum in DuckDB, well, you should be able to do Narwhals from native. Then you do like select call b dot cumulative sum dot over order by I. Let's maybe group by A and order by I. And then you do toNative.SQL query. And there you go. Select sum B over partition by A, order by I, ascending nulls first, rows between unbounded preceding and current row. So if you can, this is something we're enabling with Narwhals, that you can just write dataframe code, then it can automatically get translated to SQL for you. Like now we're starting to get into the realm of, okay, this is something I'd actually be really interested in using. And I think that's a good way of guiding what software you write. Write something that you want to use. Dan, that's cool in the chat. Cheers, thanks. Right, I think it's time for a cup of tea and maybe another little break. In the meantime, there's a few more Irish things. Right, let's get back to this. Hello, everybody, welcome back. Hello again. Alessandro joined. Hi, Alessandro. Hope you're doing well. Agree, that's awesome. Hello, by the way. Hey. Right, so the next thing that I'd really like to get working is the rolling mean. I think that'll be the last thing for today, then we can close things off. And wish everyone a good weekend. 1 month until I present Narwhals at PyCon Germany. Yeah. Okay, got a few things I want to wrap up before then, but I think the biggest technical blockers have been resolved. So I think this should be a really nice presentation. But I think when giving presentations about your tools, I think it's easy to fool yourself into thinking that what makes the difference is whether your tool has some particular edge case resolved, or whether the code inside it is really clean. Whereas really, if you're giving a live talk, spending that time getting together a nice demo is probably more worthwhile. So I need to convince myself, to discipline myself into spending more time preparing the actual presentation and less time worrying about edge cases that most users just wouldn't care of. But getting a consistent implementation, this is what keeps me going. This is what I find more interesting. So that's what I'm more drawn to. Get ready for Marco. I don't know, last year I made a dumb joke about Lipton, which was surprisingly well received. I wasn't sure how a German audience would react to jokes about German culture, but they took it very well. I haven't thought about what to joke about this year, and I don't want to force it, so if I can't think of anything, it's just going to be a completely serious presentation without memes. Right, let's try to do this rolling sum. So, rolling sum test. Let's see how this goes. So it should all pass. And my objective is to get it failing for .db. Failing because it's gonna say xfail. I expect this to fail, but actually it passed. That's my hope. So let's go over here to DuckDB, and let's go over to the cumulative sum. And I'm going to make it into rolling sum, which I think also you'll think something funny in the moment. I'm sure. I'm not so sure. I think preparation is really key for these things, and when I've tried improvising things, they haven't gone down particularly well. And most of the time when I see speakers try to improvise jokes, they're just not very good. And then people get nervous because nobody's laughed. Yeah, it's brutal out there. So, okay, rolling sum. Now, start. So in Spark, we've got current row minus window size plus 1. So we want, this is the number of preceding. So instead of start and end, rows between n preceding. Yeah, let's say n preceding. And how are we going to do this? Yeah, let's just have start and end. So start and end. So here it's going to be window size. Right, so rows between this preceding and then end is going to be current row. Getting nervous for failing jokes, yeah. It happens, but like you can spot it in speakers when they do that. When they make a joke, everyone stays quiet, and then they say, just a reaction. Which is why, if I tell a joke, I always try to know exactly what comes straight after, so that when the awkward silence hits and nobody laughs, I just go straight into my next thing before anyone has had a chance to notice that I made a dumb joke that they were meant to laugh at, but they didn't. At least in my head, that's how it works. In practice, it probably doesn't. So here we're gonna do so half plus remainder preceding, and then end is going to be half following. Is that the keyword? Then we don't have reverse. Oh, that's good. Not having reverse is one less thing to worry about. Oh wait, why did I delete the order by? We need the order by. Yeah. So rows between is going to be start and end. Right, there's no way this is going to work, so let's just watch the tests pass. As a reminder, I don't want the tests to pass. I want them to fail. I want them to X fail. Whoa, look at that. 4X pass. This feels good. Is that it? Ooh, oh no. Whoops, what did I do? I went too far. Went way too far. Got way too excited. Okay, let's just put an X in. And let's just worry about one in particular. Let's worry about this one. Here, lazy ungrouped. So lazy ungrouped, which test case is this? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1. I'm having a bit of trouble reading this. Okay, so expected A 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. I presume it's this one here. Then which center is... Oh wait, we've not dealt with min samples. Ooh. Ouch, that's another level of complexity. Okay, so one thing at a time. So window, it's going to be this thing. Over window, so we're going to have to do case when count input over window is greater or equal to min samples, then some input over window, else null end. Let's see if that goes. No. Case when count input over window greater or equal to min samples, then sum. Wait, what is... I didn't even type this symbol, did I? How is this even possible? Let's take a look. So case, oh, built-in function input. Underscore input. No, still got an error. No, it's still not right. Wait, did I save? Just gonna save extra hard now. Okay. Well, I thought it looked promising, but maybe not. So let's take another look at it. So rows between 3 preceding and current row. Window size. What? Size is not defined, but it should be defined. Window size -1 preceding. Yeah, because the current row is included. So we need to subtract 1 to see how far back we're going. I mean, it's still not correct, but... But what? Let's take a look at the query. Let's take a look at the test case again. So, rolling sum test 0, 1, 2, 3. So here the window size is indeed 3, min samples is 1, and center is false. Is this what we would expect? So when count A over order by B, are we ordering by B? Yeah, ordering by B, descending nulls last, rows between 2 preceding and current row. So if we take the 2 preceding rows and the current row, that's 3 rows in total. So the count is greater or equal to 1, which is the min samples. Then we take a sum over the same window. And when there aren't enough rows, we just have null. Yeah. Why? Why wouldn't this be correct? Well, are any of them correct? Let's see. Okay, well, 2 of them pass. That's encouraging. But this one doesn't. We get 3, 3, 6, 10, 21, 17, 11. I mean, there is the 21 here. And there is a 10. Okay. It's almost the same numbers, just not in the right order. Makes me a bit suspicious. Yeah, definitely doing a sort here in the result, which should be what we're expecting it to be. Yet it's not. How do we even debug this? How do we debug this? Okay, let's try some. So just in the terminal, let's import bowlers, let's import DB. Let's make a data frame with this data. Ooh, actually, let's just revisit this with window function. Is with window function correct? Maybe we're missing something in here. Or it's in over. So if window function is not none, then yeah, we're passing partition by and order by. Which is, yeah, what I'd expect. Oh well, let's see. So if we do .db.sql from data select, it's based in the SQL query we got earlier. Where's it gone? No. Ah, it should be here. I might just have to re-execute the test. Ah, here it is. Found it. Paste this here. Ordered by I. First, let's make a data frame. We're going to make a Polish data frame from this dictionary. And then, not from data, but from df. And now we get 33610. Whereas with polars, if we did pl.call a, if we did the same thing, it's like a rolling sum with a window size of 3 and mean periods equals 1. Okay, I must be missing something. Yeah, we're getting 33610. Where's the... They look completely different. Let's try doing it by hand. Oh, wait, disk nulls. Should it? No, surely this shouldn't be descending, actually. It should be ascending. Nulls first. Nice. Is it nice? Does this match? Oh, right, because I didn't change it in the second one. But I've got a feeling that this is the mistake. I just had the order by in the wrong place. Yeah, we should be. It should be ascending. Why did I have descending? With nulls first. Nice. Now it passes. Okay, let's try running the rest of the tests in the file. We did it, folks. We did it. Had to write a fair bit of SQL by hand, but we did it. Do I use IPython debugger to halt stop the code? Are you going from the arrow directly to IPython? I've never used IPython as a debugger, but I think this is just a skill issue. I've just not learned how to do it, and I probably should. It's just I can't see the command you use in the terminal. You can't see it. I think everything I'm... Sorry, just to clarify, when you say you can't see it, is it because I type it too quickly? Because I'm not clicking on anything. It's literally just... yeah, just things that I'm typing here. Happy to go through any commands if that helps. I didn't see it because it's fast. Okay, sure. I'll slow down and add a bit more commentary. Thanks for that feedback. But I'm curious now to take a look at this, and this should be fairly rewarding to see. So yeah, let's make our data frame. So from native rel, and now if we do with columns, so let's make a rolling sum, min periods 1 over order by b. Sorry, it's called min samples, not min periods. And let's call it like a rolling. Yeah. So now let's take a look at this and let's make it into SQL. So to native.SQL query. So a function we need to call it. Oh, look at that. Yeah, okay, that's pretty rewarding. Yeah, quite pleased about that. I don't think this is... I think a lot of data scientists would struggle to write this by hand. But I think a lot of data scientists familiar with polars would be able to write this fairly easily. So if we can enable the polar syntax to SQL translation for them, then I think that can be pretty nice. Now, of course, one could object and say, oh, but you can just get an LLM to do it. I'm curious, can you? Let's take a look. Curious about this. Let's see how well DeepSeek does on this. So please translate the following polars code to SQL. And let's replace MW with PL. I don't expect DeepSeek to know about Narwhals, but I'd expected to know about polars. So pl.arrow in some stream, sampled one. Yeah, this looks like valid polar syntax. Let's see how it does. Let's see if it's able to do this. Aha! It's close, but it's not respecting the min periods. It got the rows between two preceding and current row part, but that's only part of the query. If you look at how it correctly translates, you see you also need this case when the count is greater than the number of min samples. So yeah, otherwise it's just not the same. So it's close, but it's not. Let's see if with a bit of prompting it can do it. You're missing the min samples part. Sorry, one sec. All right, hello everybody. Okay, I was proven wrong. With just a little bit of prompting, DeepSeek was in fact able to translate the polars query correctly into SQL. Nonetheless, we did it all without LLMs. So I think we can be proud of that. I do need to jump now, so thanks everybody for joining. Good to see you, Dea, Stelios, and Alessandro. All the best. Speak to you soon. Have a good one.